Hi guys, it's Allie. 안녕하세요. It's good to talk to you guys. You've probably seen if you haven't seen my last video of me crying like a baby, don't do it. Don't go to it. I was crying about a Super Junior video I saw and I thought I'd share slash rant about my feelings over Super Junior and everything that's happened with them. Anyways, if you want to watch it, go ahead. Be my guest. If you don't, that's okay. Um, this is my first, I guess, video vlog or one of my first, and I want to try this. I think it's going to be fun. And the subject for today is about something that I've been asked a lot by my friends who are not Asian. They ask me why I find Asian guys attractive. Like, I'll be like, oh, he's cute, and he happens to be Asian. Like, well, why do you like Asian guys anyway? What's attractive about them? And so I thought, well, let me tell you. So this is the reason why I find Asian guys attractive. Well, as far as the physical, in the physical sense, I think the number one most attractive thing to me about an Asian guy is his eyes. I think that a lot of Asians I know are very self-conscious about their eyes, and they're like trying to make their eyes bigger. They're like in pictures, but I say, hey, be proud of your eyes. I think that the shape of their eyes is very, for some reason, it just draws me. It's very attractive to me. The color of their eyes, the brown color, I think is beautiful. I love brown eyes, and just for some reason that's just really attractive to me. Also, it's even more adorable when they smile because then their eyes get all like scrunched up and it's so adorable for me. To me, that's very attractive and it's cute. And I just find that very attractive, to be honest with you. And it makes me just go, why does he have to be so adorable? I love this too much. Also, I love their hair. Um, I haven't really touched an Asian guy's hair, but I have one of my best friends is Asian, and she's part Asian, and I have other friends that I've played with their hair that are Asian, and I love how it feels. I love that it's thick, but it's like still somewhat silky, and I think that it may not be true for all of them, but for guys, I'm kind of imagining they feel the same way, and I just want to run my fingers through their hair, and I like the dark hair. Like when boys dye their hair lighter, that's not as attractive to me. But I like them with dark hair, and sometimes if they have perms, for some of them, like the boy who lives down the hall from me, is attractive, and it works for him. And if they have straight hair, that's cute too. If it's short, that's cute. Like I love their hair. Especially the color, the feel, like no matter how they style it, I think it's attractive. Also, the ponytail thing is also very attractive. Whether if they have if it's long enough to kind of just sort of put in a little ponytail, or a little something, I'm like, oh, for some reason that kills me every time. I don't know why. Um, but isn't to say I don't like guys that have short hair. I like guys with all kinds of hair, and I also like them if they when they dye their hair. Case in point, K-Mean, Lucifer era, you get it. But the dark hair, the natural color, is really more attractive to me. Um, I love their faces. I love how a lot of them have baby faces. I think that's really attractive. I like their height. Not Now we all know that well, we don't all know, but Asians tend to be on a little bit on average shorter than Americans or like other different ethnicities. Um, I don't know why, but I guess that's just how it is. It's not always true though. I mean, Jeremy Lin, Yao Ming, you get it. But at the same time, generally speaking, they tend to be shorter. And even though I do like guys who are taller than me, I'm 5'9.5", which is about the average height of Asian guys. I like being able to look in their eyes, and I think that's really cool. And if they are taller, then hey, that's nice. It's even better. But I don't mind them being my height. Shorter, that could be attractive too, but they might have guys tend to have issues when the girl's taller than they are. That's why I'm like, darn you, why can't I be cute and small instead of 5'9.5"? I'm gonna get you. I also like their physique. A lot of them are built more slimly than others. That's not always true, but their build, I like their slim build, and I like the lean muscle type. Basically, I don't know how to describe it, but if they have muscles, it's attractive, but they don't have to look like Kangin to be attractive to me. Does that make sense? Muscles are attractive, but stuff like Kangin or Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's just too much for me. And I also, as far as like their skin tone is concerned, I really do love their skin tone. The olivey color is very attractive to me. Um, no matter what shade it is, I think it's very attractive. Also, I do, when it comes to other things like personality, what I want in any guy is like, I wouldn't say specifically to Asian guys, Christian, funny, um, friendly. That's just a general thing that, I find attractive in all guys. And like, how good they are with kids. That's very attractive. And like I said before, Christian is the number one thing for me. If they're a Christian, that's a big deal. They have to be Christian. But I think that a lot more boys who are Asian, they tend to have a stronger work ethic, because I think that's just how a lot of them were raised. I'm not generalizing that, saying, oh, all Asians, are, get A's all the time or whatever, or so smart. I think that the reason that they get A's is because they work hard. And, anybody else could get A's too if they worked hard, and that's what I think about that. I think it's good that they study and they work hard. I don't think that that's like a generalization. I know a lot of people are just like, nah, I don't feel like it, even if they're Asian, that's so like I said, it's not necessarily true of all of them, but I do like how many of them have been instilled with a good work ethic. I guess the only downside to that would be if they tended to be a more workaholic type and they work too much. Because my friend Kayang, she works very hard, and I do think that she works very hard, and I admire her. But at the same time, I'm like, oh Kayang, you can take a break. It's okay. It's okay to take a break every once in a while. Um, Also, I do like how this is a thing that I like in all guys, but I tend to notice a more of Asian boys tend to be like this. I like it how they treat girls, like the respect they have for women, um, like that are their peers and even older. I mean, guys, there are guys who, of it doesn't matter what race, there are guys who disrespect women, and there are guys who do respect women. But I think I've noticed that maybe the primary objective of a lot of the Asian boys that I know, this is not a generalization, this is just from my own experience, that they tend to not focus as much on women or getting girls or like, going out and like having all sorts of sex with girls, but they tend to focus more on other things, like, like maybe their schoolwork or like other hobbies that they have. I tend to notice that. Maybe it's just because I know a lot more Asian people who happen to be um, as weird and as me and nerdy as me, but that's attractive to me. And if they do like to go party, okay. But I tend to find any kind of guy who isn't really like that's not his number one priority is to like have sex with all the women he can in college or something like that. And of course, for me, because I'm of my beliefs about that issue with the whole wait till marriage, I think that's important. Um, and also, like, they just don't tend to be as sexually forward. Like, hey, baby, I'm sure they are. There's definitely some out there, I'm sure, but, like, the ones I know don't tend to be like that as much as, like, compared to any other guy that I know that's not Asian. But like I said, like, that's not always true, and there are guys that are not Asian that are like that too, but I don't know, it's just something I've noticed. Also, their accents. Their accents. I love their accents. That's like probably should have been number one. I don't know why, but any Asian guy with an accent of any kind, I find that absolutely very attractive. Very attractive to me. Any Asian accent of any sort, I find attractive. I don't care if it's like so thick that you can barely understand them, or it's like just subtly there, like Ryan Higa, right? I love his accent. You can tell he has a little bit of an Asian accent or Japanese or whatever, but like if you can hear their voices, I really like it, even if it's very subtle. That's attractive to me. I love it. And I also like that a lot of them have grown up in homes where they've, not all of them, but a lot of them grew up in homes where they speak other languages. And I think that's really cool. And it makes me want to like learn more about their culture. And if I, want to learn to speak another, like one of their languages, I think that'd be kind of cool. And yeah, I think that I love their accents. and it's just I think that's very attractive. Um, yeah. Also, I think that a lot of them, God bless this whole trend of you know, a lot of them also they don't dress as. I like the way they dress too, and like I said, it's not necessarily an Asian thing, but I do like guys who can put themselves together okay. I'm not necessarily always put together okay myself, but like it's attractive if a guy can, look good in jeans or look good in like a jeans and like a nice shirt, maybe, or not so like a nice shirt, but like just I don't know how to describe it. But anyways, I think that how they dress, how some of the Asian guys dress is very I like it. Um, I like that they don't let their jeans sag. That's something that I don't know for some reason that was a fashion trend that I always never understood. Is the guys who always had like the super loose wear it down to your ankles jeans. And because and most of the people, Asian guys I know, don't wear jeans that fit them. Some of them wear really tight jeans, and good for them. But some of them, they wear normal jeans. It's fine. Um, yeah. Although I do have to tell you, the boy down the hall, Saquon, he wore these jeans that were way, way, way too big. Like I feel like that he borrowed them from like somebody else, and they were like falling off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that just doesn't look right on him because he's of his build. He's so skinny. And it just kind of made me smile a little bit. Anyways, story time over. So, this is why I like Asians. Why do you like Asians? Comment below. Love you guys. 감사합니다 for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye! And let me figure out how to turn this off. How do I turn this off?